There's no end in sight for Nintendo's eternally collectible Amiibo line, with Donkey Kong Bananza accompanied by the release of a Donkey Kong and Pauline figure. But how is it used in game, what does it unlock, and can you use other Amiibo with DK Bananza? Well, thankfully it's all pretty straightforward, and using an Amiibo in Donkey Kong Bananza can happen pretty much at any time. You hit the plus button to bring up the pause menu, select the Amiibo icon, and then follow the instructions on screen to hold the base of your Amiibo to the NFC readers, whether that's in the stick of the right Joy-Con or on the Switch 2 logo of the Switch 2 Pro controller. Once you've done this successfully, you're popped right back into the game with your reward appearing in front of DK. But what do you actually get? Well, let's start with the Donkey Kong Amiibo in general, where we've got Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong and King K. Rool from the Smash Bros. Collection, and DK and Diddy Kong Amiibo from the Super Mario collections, all doing the same thing. You can also use the DK and DD wristbands from Super Nintendo World in Japan and Florida, and we suspect that the dual-function Skylanders figure will also work. Using a Kong Amiibo spawns Kong in the form of 4 giant gold rocks. These can then be grabbed and thrown, and as is a surprising twist in this game, gold is actually explosive, so this is really great for if you need to do some extra excavation work or have to bust through some concrete. But you can also tap in with any and every Amiibo that you've got in your collection and still get some kind of reward. This will be a somewhat randomized ball of material. This could be a big ball of ice or glass, a ball of boom rock explosives, or pretty much anything else in the game. You don't know what you're going to get, although there is a pretty high chance of it being explosives. Thankfully, if you don't get what you want, then there is no cooldown, so you can literally just tap back in again and get something else, which is pretty handy. Finally, we come to the Donkey Kong and Pauline Amiibo itself, and while we sadly don't have this to try out at the time of writing, we know from the Donkey Kong Bananza Direct exactly what it does. On the first use, this unlocks a red dress for Pauline that calls back to the character's appearance in Super Mario Odyssey and her general appearance from games throughout history. After that though, just as with other Kong Amiibo, you get the 4 explosive Kong gold letter blocks. And that's everything that Amiibo do in DK Bananza. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Make sure to like, subscribe and all of the usual YouTube things if you have, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye!
Ha ha ha!